So in this video, I'm going to give you an honest appraisal of the SoleStar Kontrol insoles for your cycling shoes. This is not going to be like any type of YouTube video you've seen where they review these, because I'm not paid by this company and I have specific criteria by which I'm making this judgment. You're going to be surprised because in the end, well, I'll give you the information now. I'm going to return these. I'm going to tell you why. However, I still think these are a quality product. And I'll tell you who I think they're for after giving lots of patients, because I'm a chiropractor, orthotics. So let's get into the SoleStar Kontrol supports. So first of all, a little bit of background. I've been a chiropractor for over 25 years. And I give a lot of patients insoles. Sometimes I'll give them over-the-counter ones, and sometimes I'll give them custom-made ones. I myself like the custom ones, but I can get away with using some over-the-counter ones. And my cycling insoles were starting to wear out, and so constantly on Facebook I was getting these ads from SoleStar. And they looked okay, so I ordered some. Now, let me talk first about why I'm returning them. The short answer is two things. Number one, the width of the actual insole is so narrow. When I buy cycling shoes, I have to buy wide cycling shoes. The best shoes that I've found are the Shimano wides. I have the custom fit R321s. When I got these insoles, they were so narrow, and I'll show you in just a minute what I'm talking about, but the entire fifth digit of my foot was just hanging off the edge, so they were very narrow. The second reason why I'm returning them is because I have a condition called a Morton's neuroma. Now, it's not important that you know what that is, but if you're getting numb toes, you might actually have this without realizing it. Many people will get numb toes when they're riding their bike and they try to loosen the straps, or they try to get different insoles and nothing works. It turns out they have an undiagnosed Morton's neuroma, and I had that many years ago. And I've learned to handle it with orthotics. But on the back side, they have this little bump right here. Maybe you could see that. And it's actually lifting up and putting pressure on the exact spot where I get numbness. No bueno. I put these in my cycling shoe, and almost immediately, my gut instinct was, this isn't going to work. It's actually putting pressure on my Morton's neuromas. And so I rode them on the trainer for a little bit, and I just decided this just isn't going to work. So that's why I'm returning them. All right, so for my running shoes, let me show you my running shoes here. These are Ultras. And if you're into running, these are literally the best shoes for a wide foot. So I'm going to take the insole out of my Ultras and put them right here. And then I'm going to take the SoleStar and put them on top. Look at how thin this is in the widest part. Now let me take my foot, I'm going to take my sock off and show you how these fit. On the insole here, when I take my foot and I place it here, notice how my foot shape goes around the entire insole. To the SoleStar, my entire fifth digit here is literally hanging off the insole. So in other words, in order for my foot to fit this, I have to squeeze my foot inward like that, and that's exactly the problem when you have a Morton's neuroma. You don't want your feet squeezed together. You want them to be able to expand. You want those metatarsals to expand. So let's talk about why this is actually a good product if you don't have those problems. And who is this SoleStar really for? The answer is, number one, if you have narrow feet. If you have a shoe where you just bought the shoe normally and you've never thought about getting a wide shoe, your feet are probably narrow, and these would work out well for you. The second thing is, this has an excellent arch support. You can see right there, this has a massive arch support. Now, some orthotics have a massive arch support, but they're very flimsy. This has a solid arch support, which I think is a good thing for the majority of people. It's a very high quality fabric. It doesn't feel like it's going to wear out for any time soon. It's solid, which is what you want for a cycling insole. And ironically, this has, if you could see the bump right there, let me get the shadow just right. You could see the bump right there. That is what's called a metatarsal arch or a metatarsal bump. And what happens is that helps spread your toes apart. So if you are getting numb feet when you ride a bike and it's not a Morton's neuroma, then this is designed just for that purpose. The challenge is that I'm not sure why they put this here. Because for a lot of people, numbness in the feet can be solved from a number of different things. I'm going to show you what they are. First of all, you can put a wedge underneath your cleat, or you can use an in-the-sole wedge. And I'll put some links down below. If you're in America, you can get them, or if you're in Australia, you can get them from Steve Hogg. The second thing that I did is I moved my cleat more aft on the shoe. So if you're getting numb toes and your cleat is really forward, move the cleat back as far as it will go. I've actually gone as far as actually drilling new holes, and at the end of the video I'll put some links at the bottom here to show you how I did that. For most people it's not necessary, but I made the cleat go farther back. That eliminates it. This is the insole that's worn out, but I'm using it. I actually had to buy a metatarsal pad that I've adhered to the insole. The problem is these are felt and they do wear out. So every about 3 or 4 months I have to replace this, which is no big deal and these things are cheap enough. But if you're having numbness in the toes and you want to see if a metatarsal bump will help you without actually having to buy a whole new orthotic, I'll put some links down below in the description and you can order these. They're literally a couple bucks for 12 of them. This is the soft sole, which is found on Amazon. Again, links down below. This is a pretty good one. The nice thing about this is it actually is wider and it will fit into my shoe. So nonetheless, I think this is actually a quality product. In addition to that, the SoleStar arch supports actually come with a 6-week guarantee, money-back guarantee, and that is actually awesome. So that indicates to me that they have good customer service, they're proud of their product, and they have confidence in their product. It just didn't happen to work for me because of the conditions that I have. The second thing of why I like this company is I ordered them, and I'm in Southern California, and they're in Germany. And actually, I got these within 3 to 4 days, 3.5 days technically. That is extremely fast. So the delivery time was good. The product, I can tell it's a quality product. They have a money-back guarantee. So if you're considering getting these, go ahead and get them and try them. But for me, it just did not work out.